Good morning from Long Beach, California. I'm still here at the Hyatt Regency. I had an interesting experience happen. We've all had to deal with uncomfortable situations, potentially conflict. We've had to deal with upset customers, upset clients, etc. And I thought I'd share with you something that I thought was a real great way to deal with a situation that could potentially create a lot of conflict. When I went to breakfast 2 days ago, I billed it to my room, I charged it to my room. I think the charge actually was somewhere around $30 or $40 or something like that. The next day when I came back to breakfast, the server came up to me and he was really nice. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Johnston, how are you doing today? Glad to see you back." Took my order, brought my order, and then while I was eating, he said, "Hey, Mr. Johnston, I just wanted to let you know, unfortunately, we don't have your credit card on file for incidentals to charge it to your room. We comped your bill for yesterday, but I was wondering, how you wanted to take care of the transaction today." And I was a little dumbfounded because I had to check in and there's a credit card on file for incidentals, etc. So there was clearly some type of confusion, but the way he handled it was, "Hey, we understand things happen. We're not going to upset you or inconvenience you. And not only that, we're going to reward you for our mistake or potentially your mistake by comping the bill for yesterday. So what can we do to, resolve the situation?" I thought that was fantastic customer service and a way to, avoid potential conflict. Now, you can't give away the house, obviously. You can't. It's not necessarily something that I would suggest you do all the time. There is a model out there. It's called Taking the Heat. So whenever you know that you're going to deal with conflict, there's an acronym, HEAT, H-E-A-T. Typically, when you upset somebody or somebody's frustrated, they need to vent. And so that's where the H comes in. You need to listen. You have to hear them out. And you have to hear all the words that they've got to say, all the venting that they've got to do. Because if you don't allow them to vent and get all their words out, they don't feel you care, that you're listening, they don't feel valued and important, and they still want they want to be heard. They want to know that, hey, I hear what you're saying. Which leads us to the next one, to validate, which is showing empathy. You want to let them know you understand how they feel, and what the situation was that they explained to you that made them feel that way. So there's a fact and a feeling. So for example, Mr. Jones, I can understand that you're pretty frustrated and upset because whatever the situation was, because we didn't, the item was broke or we didn't call you back on time or whatever. So that's E, H-E-A. And the next one is to apologize. I'm really sorry that this happened, that it was an inconvenience, etc. So an apology, you can't say "I apologize," because when you use the words "I apologize," you're not really apologizing. You're kind of just appeasing the person and saying, "Yeah, I'm willing to apologize, but I'm not going to say the words "I'm sorry." So when you apologize, be sincere. "I'm sorry that this happened to you, and I can understand, how it can be frustrating." And then the next one is T, take responsibility. So hear them out, empathize, apologize, and then finally take responsibility. Here's what I'm going to do to solve the problem and to make it right for you. And sometimes you can start with just asking them, what can we do to make this right? And they'll give you an answer, and hopefully you'll be able to do that. If not, you can suggest alternatives. But the key is to solve the problem and leave your client or customer walking away happy. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you again soon.